I'm Taimur Nabili with the main stories here on Al Jazeera. International aid agencies are warning that civilians caught in Sri Lanka's war zone are suffering catastrophic conditions. It's thought between 50 and 100,000 Tamil civilians are still trapped as the military mounts its final assault on Tamil Tiger rebels. Our correspondent David Chater is travelling with Sri Lanka's Navy near the front line.
We're about 20 kilometres just south of the no-fire zone. That means that we're now in range of the battlefield mortars possessed by the Tamil Tigers. We've been passing long lines of refugees being towed by the Sri Lankan Navy. They looked in terrible condition, but very, very relieved to be out of there. They had children, they were short of water, they were really desperately tired. But it's at least for them a breath of freedom getting out, but a long way to along the sea at the moment to any safety.
US President Barack Obama says he wants to make peace in the Middle East a priority, and so he's inviting Egyptian, Israeli and Palestinian leaders to the White House for separate talks. The announcement came after Obama met King Abdullah of Jordan, the first Arab leader to visit the White House since Obama took office. The polls have now opened in South Africa's general election. The ruling African National Congress is expected to win a majority of votes, which would make its leader, Jacob Zuma, the next president. But opposition parties are hoping to capitalize on voter frustration over corruption, poverty and rampant crime. A judge in New York has charged a Somali teenager with piracy, the first time that charge has been brought in more than a century. The boy is accused of hijacking a US cargo ship and taking its captain hostage. He faces a possible life sentence. The boy's mother has said her son is just 16 and was lured into piracy by older men promising him money. Thailand's embattled Prime Minister is holding an emergency cabinet meeting in Parliament. Abhisit Vejjajiva says he wants to give all sides an opportunity to propose solutions. The country's capital is still under emergency rule more than a week after street battles gripped the city. Much more detail on all those stories and the rest of the day's news available at aljazeera.net/English.